So not too many releases at the start of the year, guys, but it seems that Adidas is still rolling some new stuff on the market following that release of the Sponge and also those two releases for the Ultra Boost range. So in today's video we're gonna have a look at a pair of shoes inspired by football, and this one is coming way under the retail price of £100 here in the UK. Hello guys, and welcome back for a brand new review. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing and also giving me a like. It really helps out the channel. As I said earlier, guys, in today's video we're gonna have a look at a relatively cheap release coming from Adidas, which will be inspired by the football shoes. So let's go ahead and start with the box, guys, which as you can see will come in this black color, which will have the big Adidas logo in this white color here on top. So let's just go ahead and take the shoes out, guys, which are looking quite nice. So in today's video, guys, we're gonna have a look at this brand new release coming from Adidas for this Bareda Decode. So as I said earlier, guys, at the start of the year most of the brands are not releasing too many hyped shoes on the market, so I guess that's why they are giving us quite cheap ones, which will be the case for the today's pair, which as I said earlier is called the Bareda Decode. So this one will be available in 6 colorways, at least for men's, and 4 to 5 for women, so most definitely you already have where to choose from. And the retail price for this one, guys, it's here in the UK £75, which will be around just under $90 US, making this one quite affordable, and I think it's gonna put it in that price bracket with the Adidas Sambas and also the Adidas SL72. But in my opinion, this one having this slightly higher midsole, it will look a bit better, and I guess it's also something brand new on the market. I really feel that this one brings actually quite good materials for this quite low retail price. The level of comfort will be quite decent, and having already 6 color combinations available for men, most definitely this is quite an interesting one. So with that out of the way, guys, let's go ahead and also do a small breakdown of this brand new release. So as you can see, for this upper we're gonna have a mix of few materials. As a base layer we're gonna have this white nylon material, which will be present for most of this upper, and on top we're gonna have a few other overlays. One of it will be this gray suede material, which will be present in this T-shape here at the front of the shoe. This will also be present here for the lacing system and also covering the whole heel section as well. Then in the midfoot we're also gonna have this synthetic leather in this black color, which will be available for these 3 stripes on both medial and lateral side. And this will also be present here just above the heel section, where on top we'll also have the Adidas lettering. As in for the actual lacing system, this one will have your normal punch out holes, which will keep in place these thin white laces, and underneath these laces we're gonna have the same nylon material which is used for most of this upper. So this one will have a decent amount of padding underneath, but not too much. As you can see in the midfoot, this one also have the laces going through it, and at the top we're also gonna have this white tag, which on top will have the Adidas lettering in this black color. Going now inside of the shoe, guys, for this one we're gonna have this white synthetic leather lining, which will be present for the collar section and at the back of the heel section, but for the rest of it we're gonna have like a normal whitish lining. So I need to admit that underneath this synthetic leather we won't have too much padding. This is actually quite minimal. And also at the bottom we're gonna have this black foam insole, which will have imprinted here at the heel section this Adidas lettering in this white color. And I need to add that this one, it's not too thick. It will add a decent amount of comfort, but most definitely if you want these ones to be a bit more comfortable, you should put a thicker one. So now guys, we can go to this semi-translucent rubber midsole, which will have a very simple design, no lines, no stitchings, very minimalistic but quite nice looking. For sure this one brings out the upper a bit more, so most definitely this is looking quite good, and in the same time being a rubber one, I don't actually feel that it's adding too much weight. But this midsole, I would say that it actually gives a bit of height, and for sure feels a bit nicer than other releases coming from Adidas, which will have a very thin midsole. So most definitely I feel that this one, even though it has this very simple design, it's looking actually quite nice. So that will actually take us now to this rubber outsole, which will be the same as the midsole. So I would say that this one will have again a very simple design, which will include this herringbone lines, and here at the heel section we're also gonna have this Adidas lettering. As for the actual sizing, guys, for this one I just went with my true to size, and I need to admit that for me, as I have skinny feet, this one feels a bit roomy. So my recommendation will be that if you have skinny feet, you can go with a half size down. If you have normal feet, you can just stay with your true to size. And if you have wide feet, guys, most definitely I would suggest you to go with at least a half size up, just to make sure that this one is not gonna be too tight for you. So overall, guys, this is a brand new release coming from Adidas, which is called the Bareda Decode. In my opinion, it's a very nice and simple looking pair of shoes, which is also coming at a very reasonable price, which, to be honest, it's lower than most of the releases on the market right now. And this one will also bring quite decent materials, I would say, which will include a mix of nylon, suede material, and also some synthetic leather as well. As I said earlier, the level of comfort, it's gonna be quite decent, but most definitely you can improve it by just putting a thicker foam insole inside. But I would say that this one, guys, coming at this very lower price, it's quite an interesting one, which, as I said earlier, it's also available in 6 colorways already. And for sure this one has a very good potential to become a classic alongside the Sambas or the SL range, or even other releases coming from Adidas. So most definitely, if you want to have something new into your collection which doesn't cost too much, for sure this could be one of it. So yeah, guys, this was my unboxing and reviewing of this brand new release coming from Adidas, which is called the Bareda Decode. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to press the like button, maybe also subscribe to the channel. Of course, if you want to have a look at any of my latest reviews, you can choose from any of the videos which you have now on the screen. And as always, I will see you in my next one. Thanks for watching!